is also here, right? Opportune moment. So, Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Punjab Kings. Well, dead rubber, but still a good amount of crowd in. Sunrisers have been led by Bhuvneshwar Kumar. This is not the first time he's leading him. 6 times he led in 2019.
Yeah.
They have chosen to bat. 2 changes in the side. In Sunrisers, Romario Shepherd is in place of Kane Williamson, and Jagadish Sumchit is also in. But in the Punjab Kings side, there are 3 changes. Nathan Ellis is in, no Bhanuka Rajapaksa, which is a big surprise.
So
then
No, but I don't think it's a surprise because you expected like few changes at least. Last game, dead rubber. They're gonna give a few guys opportunities. So
and there is no.
But center of attraction are 2 players, right? Arshdeep and
Umran Malik.
It will be very interesting to see how they perform in this game, considering Umran Malik came back to form with that 4-wicket haul against Punjab in the previous encounter that they had played against each other.
Yes.
Now Arshdeep, now with the India team selection, how will he step up to the plate? It remains to be seen. But there is no Rahul Chahar in the side, so there is Prerak Mankad who has come in. Prerak Mankad from he plays domestic cricket for Saurashtra. He's a right-arm medium bowler and also a very good bat if you have to look at it. In 2015-16, Vijay Hazare was the leading run getter for Saurashtra. And
2015-16, yeah, feels like a long time back. But yeah, the other big change I want to talk about is that they've decided they're going to give Shah Rukh Khan another opportunity.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to watching him. I hope he plays one of those blockbuster innings.
Yeah, so no Rishi Dhawan today.
Yeah, no Rishi Dhawan.
So that was the one change I was looking at.
Yep.
And
the Iceman is here. Yes. The Iceman, Arshdeep.
who's the Iceman? Okay.
Arshdeep is the Iceman.
Shivam is reminding you that there's a Gamezy.
Oh, don't forget to download the Gamezy app. Yeah, make your fantasy teams there. We keep giving you fantasy tips. You stand a chance to win up to 5 crore. We've all made our teams well in advance. Yeah. And we're looking forward to. Last evening also 700 I got.
Okay, yeah. 70th game of IPL, the last league game, and the first dead rubber.
So Sobham Sai says, I really want to appreciate Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma and selectors to persist with the same players, not getting distracted by IPL performances. Sobham, we have said exactly the same thing in our video.
No, I think they've rewarded a few IPL performances also. They've got best of both worlds.
I am going to do
like
an
you
explainer.
Expected Dinesh Karthik should be given an opportunity. He's there. Arshdeep, Umran, people have been talking about them. Arshdeep at least, I'm very happy. Umran, because at raw pace nobody has got.
Yep.
So very
I will just give
a huge talent.
I am doing a video now which will debunk the myth that only IPL performances count. No. Actually, it is a mixture of continuity and IPL.
Very good.
Well done, Sidvi. Waiting eagerly for that video to come out as well. Any more questions that we can take quickly? Farewell match for Shah Rukh says nothing. Very unfair, yeah. Nothing. Don't say that.
By the way, Mayank Agarwal has been smiling, okay, all through the toss he was smiling. When he was going back he was smiling. Right now he is smiling. Poor guy has been dropped from the test side.
Yeah.
What did you make of it?
Maybe he's smiling like, kya karoon main ab?
Sunil Kulkarni is saying, I am from Pune, seen Tripathi for a very long time to play for Maharashtra and RPS, Rising Pune Super Giants. Also, he has been quite good in past few years in IPL. He definitely deserved a chance. Okay, Sunil, we've done Nikhil and both
this
of us.
Video, just go back.
Just go back. We've done a detailed analysis on, people actually had a lot of questions. Primarily, Rahul Tripathi's exclusion, he was ignored basically. So we've done a detailed analysis as to what has happened, whether it's right or wrong. So you go through it and give us your feedback if you feel there is something more to add.
Yeah.
Or like MS Dhoni,
nothing to add.
More to add. Go down, please.
Yeah, and again, Punjab opened with Livingston because Priyam,
bowling, yes.
Yeah, Priyam Garg has gotten a promotion to open because there's no Kane Williamson.
Yes.
So Priyam Garg opened in the last game also, even when Kane Williamson was there. Williamson was batting in the middle order. It's just that they have decided the opening combination, and instead of Williamson, I actually thought they might look at somebody like a Glenn Phillips, but they said no, we're going to look at another all-rounder who can, smash it big, low down the order, in Romario Shepherd.
Yep.
So let's see.
What do you make of the celebrations? In fact, a few people are saying, Virat went berserk. and so did Glenn Maxwell after.
Anyone would.
Anyone would, yeah.
If I was in that team, because it was out of their hand, and I don't think they believed that Mumbai can beat. Looking at Mumbai's form, they thought that they'll lose to Delhi, and the match was such topsy-turvy. So I in fact enjoyed that entire video. I saw it, how the emotions going up and down. It was so interesting to see Virat cheer for like in one wicket. Oh, out ho gaya, this one is out.
They were the 12th army.
And he was very upset when Rohit got out. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, he was like, you know, when Rohit.
See, RCB rechristened themselves as a 12th man army for the Mumbai Indians that day. They had even changed the color, the logo to blue.
Blue.
Yes.
And
We
in
did a
fact,
video
even
on
Tim David told in the post-match presentation that I got a message from Faf that Faf, Maxi and Virat all are wearing the Mumbai Indians jersey and cheering them on. He revealed that. So, in fact, if you look at Tim David's Instagram, it's there. It's in the tagged section.
There was a question, I missed the name.
I thought that is a fake photo that was doing the rounds.
No, they put it.
The Mumbai Indians jersey, all three wearing. That's what he's talking about.
Photo nobody has seen.
That's what I'm saying. That's
photo is not
somebody,
there.
That's photoshopped, I guess.
Yeah.
With all three, wearing.
Photo is not there, but Tim David did receive. Tim David is on record saying I received a photo, but he said I'll put the photo later. For some day I'll put that photo. But yeah, that photo is not out. If you've seen it, then that's
fake.
Fake.
That's all.
Yeah. It will come. Keep tracking Tim David's Insta handle. There was an interesting question. I missed the name. He said that if you guys were players and you had a chance to pick an IPL team to play for, which is the team you would pick? It's easy for you, Rajasthan Royals.
You support multiple teams.
I think majority should pick Mumbai. It's a retirement posting.
No, actually, I think because
Lucknow.
Chennai.
I don't know. I would pick.
You are the real neutral here.
I would pick RCB when it was under Vijay Mallya.
For certain reasons.
That would be my team.
Party.
Fun times.
IPL party.
Glorious
Good times.
Yeah,
Good
the
times.
good times.
I would love to have a good time. And imagine being around Chris Gale, AB de Villiers, Virat Kohli. What a good time you would. Huh? Muthaiya Murli.
No.
Yes.
He joined after
He's talking about certain other thing. Yes.
Yeah,
Chris Gale.
Murli also, by the way, is a great character to be around.
Absolutely.
Fantastic guy.
I
So
spent-
much information, knowledge,
Yeah. I spent.
Were you joining RCB for the knowledge?
everything. All sorts of knowledge.
Right.
Worldly knowledge.
Worldly knowledge.
So yeah, RCB when Vijay Mallya ran it that time. That Vansh Jain's question that was.
Unfair to Natarajan.
Mohammad Medin
I'm
is
not
saying.
like Natarajan. I'm not sure he's not playing today again.
I think
he's
Nigel.
got
Yeah.
some injury issue,
Injury, yeah.
and they don't want to risk him because it's been a long IPL season. I
No,
think
fair on selectors.
otherwise he might have figured.
Yeah,
in that
exactly.
squad.
And my point is fair on selectors because if they had picked him and then he got injured, you and I only would have pounced on them.
Yeah.
What is the NCA doing? Why did you not do the selection
Yeah,
properly?
overall
Why-
great team. The only bone of contention again, Rahul Tripathi not being picked.
Yeah.
That is the only player.
We answered all of that in detail earlier in our video. Any more questions? Go down. Romeo, we've answered Ishan Kishan over Sanju Samson initially. Can India play with 7 batters including Pujara in England? With Jadeja there,
Shardul Thakur also there.
yeah, possible.
Hardik is also there. Hardik is there in the
No,
test
not
No,
the test
no,
team.
not in the
test team. No.
Not test team.
So Priyam Garg is out.
Oh, okay. That's great. No, 7 batsmen, but you will have 2 batting or bowling all-rounders in there.
Yes.
Shardul, Ashwin / Jadeja.
Yeah,
I think
Jadeja is ahead.
it'll be 6 batsmen at max.
Specialist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lucky Patel is he related to Ricky Patel?
No.
No. So
Don't think
he's
so.
saying KL Rahul is vice captain in test matches. So is he asking or telling?
He's telling.
He's telling, yeah. Rahul is the captain in the T20s and he's vice captain for the test.
Did I say that he is not the vice captain in any of
I
the
can't remember.
previous?
May have missed it.
Yeah.
We'll just stop somewhere. Okay, for now, who do you have in your T20 World Cup 11? DK, Pant, any other wicketkeeper? I've got both Pant and DK.
Right.
Same.
Both of them in the 11?
Both
Yeah.
of them.
Oh, no. World Cup 11.
World Cup 11.
I think only one for me. I'll still go with
Both.
Pant for now.
I'm looking at DK as a finisher.
So, DK as a finisher, how many bowlers are you playing?
But you know, the only problem is your bowling options.
Yeah, your bowling option.
So see, I'll give you. So you will have KL Rahul and Rohit open. Then you'll have at number 3 Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli.
Surya for
Number 4 Surya. 5 would be Pant or Hardik.
Yeah.
5, 6 Hardik and Pant. Now 7th you'll have DK. You're saying, right? Then 8, 9, 10, 11.
So you need
You are
Hardik to
going
bowl all
in
4
with
overs.
just 5 bowlers.
I
Just
think-
5 bowlers, including Hardik Pandya.
I think I'd rather play Deepak Hooda.
But Deepak Hooda for who? For DK?
Yeah, because then you have 2 bowling options in the form of Hardik Pandya and Deepak Hooda.
Yeah, not a bad
Right now, there's nobody. And if
And
Hardik
Hooda is in
has
fine
an off
form.
day, who else will bowl?
No, the-
you need an extra bowling option.
But-
No, that is why I'm saying maybe that is where you might have to consider somebody like Ravindra Jadeja.
Jadeja.
That's what Jadeja
No,
or
Jadeja
Deepak
is
Hooda.
there.
Jadeja will be there.
No, no,
for
I'm
sure.
saying, see,
We forgot about
if DK is playing at 7, then you have 8, 9, 10, 11. You have 4 bowlers,
Three fast bowler and one spinner hoga. na?
3, yeah. So maybe
Tough.
It's So it's a call that.
That's why I'm saying
manage-
DK. It will be either DK or Pant, not both of them together. It will be
I
impossible.
think it will be only Pant. First choice will be Pant only.
I think so. But I think a lot will depend on these series now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Both of them are there. Right now you can play them together.
Yep.
So let the games begin.
Yep. June
Competition
9th
begin.
onwards. Yes. Your preparation for the World T20 begins from June 9th.
Yeah. Go down. What people are criticizing Pant? Yes, he had a bad game yesterday, but he has scored 340 runs at an average of 30, striking at 152. Only Livingston, Russell, and Tripathi have better strike rate than him. Minimum so many runs.
Minimum 300 runs.
He's
Fact.
he's just
But I
24.
think he is still underachieved as a batsman this IPL.
No, he's not
Should have
had
done
a
more.
defining knock, na?
Yes,
Holds,
the
what,
problem.
not even 150, I guess.
I agree.
He always got starts, undoubtedly, but the point is, he never converted them into a big score, into anything substantial of sorts that you can recall also.
Correct.
His top score is what, 43?
44.
43, 44?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the only thing missing. Otherwise, I also thought Pant every time looked good, but just got out at the wrong time.
Silly
Yesterday,
point.
Classic.
Who should you open with Rahul? Ruturaj or Ishan?
Oh, Ruturaj for me.
Ruturaj.
I'll tell you why. Because again, Ishan, I've seen of certain weaknesses. With Ruturaj, I don't see weaknesses. Form can be a question, and you can say that both are in similar forms, or probably I think Ishan has better average than Ruturaj. Something like could be. But I know that Ruturaj, let's say against genuine pace, I don't see him in trouble.
Yeah.
Against spin also, I don't see him in trouble. Whereas in Ishan's case, there have been a few issues against spinners as well as genuine pace. But with Ruturaj, no problem.
And Ishan, you've seen Ishan. You've
Yes.
seen Ishan.
Yes.
Perhaps you would want to see somebody like Ruturaj.
Yeah.
Although maybe they might just go with a left-right combination just to start with.
KL Rahul,
Yeah.
Ishan.
Ishan.
But I don't know. I want to see Ruturaj. I rate him very high.
Who?
Good player.
Shreyas will bat at number 3.
Number 3, yeah.
Yeah.
So nothing is saying
Three
about
or,
that. That
he's
Tripathi
batted
got
at number 4 also.
393.
Iyer has batted, Shreyas has batted.
Yeah.
at
Then
4 also.
Rishabh Pant will bat at number 4. I'm saying.
There's Hooda also.
But Hooda, if you're
There's
going to
Hardik
play him
too.
instead
I think
of DK,
there are so many
bring him down.
combinations possible with that 11 right now.
No, there are, but then that is.
No, bat Hooda lower, because if that's where he's going to be fighting
Yes,
for in that
yes.
position, then let's see him do
Yes.
that. Now, I'm saying, let's say you're going with Hooda ahead of DK, fair call, because he offers that spin bowling option. But I'm saying, will he be as impactful? He's been as DK has been. Like, that's a complete different skill.
And with
15 balls.
Exactly. And with DK,
40 runs.
With DK, he's got strokes.
Yeah.
He is actually a 360 degree player.
yes,
He is a 360 degree player. You, as a bowler, you will have to think what is he going to come up with.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with DK when you are bowling to somebody like Dinesh Karthik.
Agreed. Nothing points out that you guys are talking about Tripathi only scored 393, but what about his strike rate of 161, which is fantastic.
True.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I was
Impact-wise,
actually
he's very good.
I was actually surprised that
Go down
he's not
ekdam.
there. I thought he should have been there.
Yep.
See, if they would have picked him, nothing wrong with it. But now that he's not been picked, I think there you can actually find out a few, valid reasons of not picking him in the squad, which we've tried at least.
We tried in our video earlier. You can watch them. You can critique it.
And if I can make that point, just again that he batted at number 3, and so did Sanju Samson. How many runs did they score? I understand you're talking about the strike rate, but will he get to bat? And also there has to be a vision. Are you looking at somebody like Rahul Tripathi playing for India in the T20 World Cup? Let's not scatter things around too much. So for the time being, just go in with, now that the team has been selected, go in with, because a lot of people who have been picked, lot of players who've been picked in the squad, they will also be offloaded in times to come.
Yes.
Because you can't have majority of the players. See, Virat, Rohit, Bumrah, Shami, and who else is there? Just
Fast bowlers, Harshal.
no, I'm talking about just the players,
Shami.
regular players. I'm
Shami
talking
is
about.
also not there.
In the T20.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shami,
Bumrah,
Bumrah.
Kohli, Rohit.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Achha, I've been reading stories lately in the last 1 week or so. People had announced that almost everybody will be dropped. Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli would be rested rather. Hardik Pandya, Hardik Pandya was to lead, by the way. Hardik Pandya was to lead. I don't know.
I think whatever plans they have.
Why do people do these players intentionally do these things? That somebody, first they allow people to announce their respective squads, and then they would say, "Arey nahi, I'm apna khelunga ji."
No, but maybe it's not the players that are saying that. No?
And
How many people even have access to players?
no, I'm
It's
sure.
all sources
Nahi,
in the BCCI.
and they would say, as in, I have spoken to Falana Dhimkana, such an influential person in the board, in the selection committee, as if they've spoken to Rohit Sharma, the captain, and my
Or Chetan Sharma.
information says this, my source says this, and but ठीक है, हमने भी करे हैं, we have also made mistakes, but not so often, and not with
not
this
so many.
consistency.
Yeah.
We are like Rahul Tripathi, unfortunately. 350s, 2 ducks.
True.
Nothing to add.
And in Twitter, you can
And-
delete also.
But you are not allowed to come up with these wrong information.
Why?
You are not allowed to. Because the day you do this, you will be lampooned
Then they
everywhere.
Then they will have to send Sherlock Holmes to find out.
Amazing. Anyways.
Ayush Bhattacharya saying slightly off topic, but do you guys think Kedar's contribution for India is underrated owing to his IPL? Batted at tough spots and did fairly well. Actually, he was not that bad as he got criticized for. For India, did decently well.
Very well.
But also he then got a long rope and then didn't make use of it.
People have forgotten actually Kedar. Not too long ago, I think he was playing.
3 years back, he was an integral part of the Indian
He was
team.
playing always for that ODI side.
Yeah.
He had that match-winning partnership with Virat Kohli. Everybody remembers against England.
And bowling below sea level, he was golden arm.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
indeed the golden arm for the Indian cricket team at that time.
He was.
The spinning.
But again, that Australia series before the World Cup changed everything. Raidu went out of favor. Suddenly, Kedar was not considered.
No, but he had a very good run in
Yeah.
ODIs at one point.
Yeah, but like Sunil is also pointing out,
After
I
that,
think
he drifted off.
a poor IPL season after not just
He was injured also.
Injury also,
2018, after that first
injury
match, he got
also.
injured.
First match he won them with the winning runs and then got injured.
yeah.
Did not play the entire IPL.
Did not
After
play
that,
entire.
and from there his form sort of started
Yeah.
waning.
yeah.
And he kept getting injured again and again. And when you're out of form and keep getting injured, So it takes time to get back into the form.
2020 it reached the crescendo. No, he just couldn't help you win games towards the end.
But he improved. See, he was not a very fit guy. His running between the wickets, his fielding was not too great. But he worked on everything on his fitness and everything. And but I still feel whatever amount of cricket that he played for India, tha utna hi.
Yes.
I think he got what
also
he,
like the way he
got
came into
what
the
he deserved.
side, the way he came into the side also, a lot of people knew about him only through domestic cricket. He's not a big name. Somebody
was
like
a-
Virat Kohli.
People are not watching this match.
Why will
He
who
was
is
a
there to watch
big
in this match?
Domestic-
machine for Maharashtra.
Maharashtra. That's not
consistently
domestic
good
name.
performance.
Yeah. That
Big
is-
domestic name and was playing for a number of years before he got his opportunity with the national side.
Yeah.
Sure.
Johnny Khurana saying, why are you not taking my question? Johnny, we have not seen it. We are not ignoring your questions intentionally.
Shivam, go down also. There are a lot of
So-
other questions, I believe.
Yeah. Would KL and Pant be able to play the
Intentionally
warm-up
being
game?
ignored.
Vignesh is asking. No, I don't think.
No.
They won't reach
Sorry?
in time. That
What?
warm-up game,
Huh?
they may not be able to play. Because once it finishes, then you're
19th.
going
See,
there.
19th it ends and they leave on the 20th. I think then
And then you'll have to quarantine for some
3
time.
days,
Yeah.
4 days. By the way,
Good
if I think it is 5 days because when the New Zealand team, 3 members tested positive, they were asked to isolate for 5 days.
So 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Chandan Mishra is saying, I think they can invest in KL Rahul as a wicket keeper where Hardik Pandya fit. That would give you so much room for team.
To beef up the batting. But I think that would be fine if you were just carrying a wicket keeper for his wicket keeping skill, not batting.
Yeah.
But in Rishabh Pant and
Yeah.
Dinesh Karthik and all, that's not a problem at all. Then why have a makeshift wicket keeper, which KL
Exactly.
is?
And one
Too
small
many
mistake.
options.
Just go up. Where we were. Go down. Go down. Go
When
down.
there are too
Down,
many
down,
options
down,
also,
down,
then
down.
also it creates chaos.
Stop.
Exactly. That is exactly
That's
what
what's happened in
2019.
2019. Yeah.
Abhijit Anand's question for you, Rahul bhai.
Hardik and Rahul are best friends, so Lucknow and Gujarat will go.
That's
together.
not.
No,
that's
no.
not that. Below that, Abhijit Anand.
He did fairly well, by the way, last season. In fact, he got
No,
a
that's a
couple
valid question.
of hundreds also.
He's not
But,
put a smiley or anything.
But
He's one
Abhijit,
of the best fielders.
but
in
Abhijit,
IPL.
you also know that there are 30-40 players ahead of him in that race, if not more. Huh? No, he's saying that why not Riyan Parag in the Indian squad? He's done fairly well in domestic cricket and IPL. But as I said, there are at least 40 odd players ahead of him,
You'll just not take him for his catching.
and all those antiques also.
Ayush Bhattacharya's very deep question. MS Dhoni is a great leader, but do you think he doesn't empower people? Kohli aside, see what happened to Kulcha after he retired. Same for Jaddu in CSK. But then that's not his fault. Nah. What happened to Kulcha is after MS Dhoni.
MS Dhoni, yes.
I think he empowers people. In fact, I think he's pretty democratic in his captaincy, where he allows bowlers to do what they have to do. He gets upset with them,
Yeah.
they're not doing.
And Ayush
But he is not going to feed everything to them.
Ayush Bhattacharya, looking at just one season that he's had for CSK now. But if you want to look at who's backed Jadeja the most, even in his international and IPL career,
Yeah.
it was MS Dhoni. In 2009, when he was facing abuse after abuse for his non-performances in international cricket, who kept a hand on the shoulder and said, I'm there for you?
Yeah.
It was MS Dhoni.
And Kohli also is pointed out, though he said
course.
Kohli aside, because Kohli gives all the credit to Dhoni
Of
for
course.
getting a chance.
That way, see, I don't know, because there were reports that
Initially, Badrinath.
A lot of play. In fact, when
Yeah.
even when
yes.
At that time,
Nice.
Kohli wasn't picked because of Badrinath,
Badri,
and then
yeah,
MS
super,
Dhoni
super.
played a hand in that. But he more than made up for it by
Absolutely.
backing him later.
and making him bat at number 3. Imagine a young Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni got him to bat at number 3, and who were there in that team?
2011 World
Gambhir,
Cup.
Virender Sehwag, Sachin Tendulkar,
Yuvraj Singh, Suresh Raina.
and of all people, he got Virat Kohli. That was a very crucial. I don't know how many people
Yes.
would have liked that decision
Yes.
of MS
MSD.
Dhoni. So, I
Bang
think
on.
he knew the talent in Virat Kohli. Or
Even in the tests, he
and
batted
Rohit
him at
Sharma,
6.
2013, he got him to open
Yeah.
Shikhar, and since then Indian cricket,
That
especially-
was the master stroke.
since then Indian cricket in white ball
Yeah.
cricket has changed, because Rohit Sharma has suddenly become one of the best in the business as far as white ball is concerned. Although lately, I think his test batting looks more solid than his white ball batting. In fact,
Yes.
to me, he looks best of the lot in
Yeah,
test
in test
cricket. He
cricket.
looks the most solid batsman in the Indian test squad.
Yep. 2013 Champions Trophy. That master stroke only.
Sandeep Kulkarni wants to know what should be the future of Ajinkya Rahane. Should he be back in the team?
No.
That
I
door
think it's time you move past.
yeah.
Like, he's gotten enough opportunities. Now you have decided you can't be going back and forth all the time. Pujara has gone and he's averaging 120
In the county
cricket.
circuit, yeah.
So, and because it's the same conditions, you want to give him another opportunity. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But Ajinkya Rahane really hasn't shown anything in the past few months to say that he demands a place in that side again. So
I mean-
because it'll be unfair for those guys who've been doing well.
Yeah.
What did Hanuma Vihari do wrong before he was dropped?
Yeah.
I mean,
Bihari
it's-
though I feel
it
is
is-
That's
very
it.
bad.
Bihari, Iyer, I think they deserve more
I
opportunity.
mean, it is such a cruel world for Ajinkya Rahane, isn't it? I mean,
But why?
okay, after that Adelaide debacle of 36, Kohli went back. He scored a century in Melbourne just a year back.
Right,
And
right.
Captaincy.
That is the last thing. in terms
Captaincy
of
also
batting.
Hmm.
incredible.
Yes.
But after that,
See, no,
Again, that's the
please
problem.
carry on.
And now he got injured at a very wrong time. 2 months out.
You really think that if he wouldn't have been injured, he would have been picked? I don't think
no,
so.
I don't.
I
Not for the England series, but maybe
Then
it would
against
have been-
Bangladesh.
and Australia.
No,
Four tests.
no,
Why?
no, yaar,
I'm saying
no.
You're taking a side
It-
to England.
I
you
think-
pick your best test side, right? Because you're already leading 2-1 in that.
You are done with Ajinkya Rahane. I know I've said this in the past also, and of course the selectors continued to pick him. And you're saying if I think he got what he deserved. He got 3 test matches in South Africa.
Yeah. Both he and Pujara.
When
did.
everybody thought that selectors and Indian team management is now done with Ajinkya Rahane and Pujara, Ajinkya Rahane got his opportunity. I agree. The way he led India in Australia,
Yeah.
it was commendable. He, from 36 all out to next test match in Melbourne, he won you that test match. He
Century,
scored
yeah.
that 100. I still remember. One of those eye-catching moments for me was when he got run out.
Yeah.
Jadeja was there at non-strikers end,
And he told him, "Don't worry."
He went there. He went to Jadeja and told him, "Don't worry.
Don't worry,
तू
yeah.
खेल, तू खेल, तूने खेलना है अभी.
Yep.
तू भूल जा अभी ये हुआ." And he went back. So and what at that time he didn't say anything. Just one fine day he woke up, gave an interview. He said that I won that this thing, but people were ready to give credit to others.
Yep.
That I didn't like that too much. I understand where he was pointing at, but still.
Yeah.
Then he got ahead of Shreyas Iyer, who we thought that he was being looked at as the replacement for.
That too, when Iyer had a great domestic run that time.
And he got 100 here,
That's what
match
against
saving 100 by the way,
Kanpur.
match saving 100.
Yeah, where everybody
Kanpur.
else struggled.
Yeah.
And then you drop that guy for Ajinkya Rahane and still that guy doesn't
Although I still feel the right call was made in South Africa to play Rahane ahead of Shreyas Iyer.
No, but that did not work out, na? So how many opportunities will you give him? That's my question.
Exactly.
Like
No,
there has to be a point where it comes to an end.
It was-
This is the rope that we are offering you. That's it.
It was good on Rahul Dravid's part that he must have told Ajinkya Rahane, don't worry, you'll get all 3 test matches. He didn't perform in the first test match, he didn't perform in the second test match, he didn't perform in the third test match. But then how long? If you give him an opportunity to play in India and he gets 100, so Shreyas Iyer would say, मेरा 100 नहीं है क्या? Mayank Agarwal will say, मेरा 100 नहीं है.
मेरा कुत्ता कुत्ता
तुम्हारा
मेरा
कुत्ता Tommy.
And a lot of people will also
And
point
for
out
how
that
long-
India South Africa series, it was the best opportunity for this Indian team to win
Yeah.
the series there.
Yes.
And then we
You started well.
And then we lost, okay, to a team that was far more inexperienced than us.
Yep.
And the fact is that our seniors, players like Rahane and Pujara should have stepped up, did not. And that is why you had to drop him.
So Rishabh Mohan is saying Rahane averaged around 36 since 2016.
Pujara's average around 39, I guess. In that
No,
period.
that way Kohli after his 100 against Bangladesh is averaging
30.
28,
29, yeah.
No, but see, Virat Kohli is not done. To be
Yeah,
very
definitely
honest,
not.
especially in Test cricket,
Yeah.
you know, you can still point out fingers. I know it's a little difficult for phase for him, but you can still point fingers as to how he is playing or managing his career in shortest format T20. But as far as ODI and Test cricket is concerned, I would still want to see Virat Kohli continue for another several years, but not Ajinkya Rahane. And selectors also have to see, you know, this is, I think we got a question yesterday, why is it difficult for Indians to accept the fact that their career is over? Why do they prolong? And actually this happens.
I'll tell you why also. Because we Indians, when you're mostly cricketers, and I'm sports person, not just cricketers, Indians,
Yes.
they are like, you know, frog in the well. They have done nothing in their life but play that sport. So they have no interest outside it.
Yes.
Whereas other sports people you will find out from different countries, they have many other interests. So sports is not be all and end all. A lot of them
Yes.
look forward to doing different things. They are looking for, like Quinton de Kock would be waiting when to retire so he can do fishing full time. I'm just saying.
Kiwis, they are the best.
Yeah,
They are not
but
frog in the wells at
But
all.
in India, now the thing is, a sports person, his life revolves around that. From a kid, he's going to academy, only thing cricket. He doesn't know anything that's happening around him in the world, not the politics of the world or any other interest. You cannot pursue it. So they cannot imagine their life without. That is something about a few of the top badminton players also I got to know.
See,
That all they did from bachpan was keep going to the academy, play every day. They don't want to retire because they don't know what they're going to do after the badminton career.
and see, for example, MC Mary Kom.
Yeah.
What a career she's had. 6 World Championship gold
golds.
medals, 1 silver, an Olympic medalist. What not on earth has she not achieved as far as boxing is concerned? But she is still continuing. So, I think for every athlete, any sport, I think it is very difficult to make yourself understand कि मेरा career जो है वो खत्म हो गया है. A.
Yeah.
And it is very difficult to make yourself understand. And what you are saying, you know, life beyond cricket.
Yeah, there's nothing else.
Michael Clark, he won you the 2015 World Cup and he retired at 32, 33. Alistair Cook,
33, yeah.
33.
No, they have a life beyond
No,
it.
I am saying even the legends. And this is what happens. See,
And then when our legends are forced, a lot of them keep saying, ये बुरा हुआ था मेरे साथ. That guy was responsible for. I could have played for long.
see,
Just go.
Kapil Dev,
On and on.
Kapil Dev, a brilliant cricketer, once in a lifetime, once in a generation cricketer. But you would remember even even towards the end of his career. So the sole motto was to get to that 434.
I have been in a game live match watching Kapil Dev playing and the crowd booing him because they are tired of seeing him. Imagine the legend Kapil Dev, because everyone has a sell by date.
And
I think he
this usually happens in India and Pakistan. I remember 1996 when I was watching that quarter final. The moment Javed Miandad came, I said match तो अब जीत गए India, because I knew, because by that time मतलब ये था कि
No, Miandad was a different kettle of
It was
fish. He was a
10 years
pain.
since that Sharjah miracle.
No matter.
It was
No,
10
because
years.
with Miandad there was a
नहीं,
thing that
उस वक्त-
he could win you from it.
No, उस वक्त I don't think, उस वक्त मेरा ये था, अब तो ये मतलब ये था कि लोग मियांदाद को
92 also.
Till
Miandad.
92 that
तक तो
intimidation
चलो,
remained. After that, it went
96
off.
तो मतलब लोग उनको गड्ढा बोलने लग गए थे. The greatest, perhaps one of the greatest, Zahir Abbas, Javed Miandad, Hanif Mohammad, and who else would be Inzama
Inzama.
Ulhaq,
Zahir Abbas.
I think-
you've taken
I have
Zahir
taken
Abbas.
Zahir.
Mohammad Yusuf,
Saeed Anwar.
Mohammad Yusuf, Inzi I have taken.
Anwar, Saeed Anwar.
Saeed Anwar.
Saeed Anwar, I will rate
Underachieved based on his talent.
Yes.
He should have got lot more.
Lot
He was
more. He was
outstanding.
brilliant.
for me.
Brilliant.
But he was a pain for India. sir.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is that he would hurt you without being brutal.
Always scoring.
With love,
I
silky.
know. That drive, my goodness.
Drive,
But
flicks,
still, I would rate.
outstanding.
I think Javed Miandad, Zahir Abbas, Inzama, Mohammad Yusuf.
Yeah.
Any name that I'm missing? Inzama.
Count Yunus.
Inzama.
Yunus Khan.
Yunus Khan
yeah.
also.
So a test guy, more.
More test, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Test cricket. I'm talking
Test
about
cricket
Test
to
cricket.
Yunus Khan.
Yunus Khan
So I will rate these 5 Pakistani batsmen ahead of everybody in Pakistan. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Yep.
True. Do we do mid-inning show also now? Straight, or do we take a
An
break?
hour later.
यार ये तो मतलब maybe people we're not talking about the
No, not keeper, not Rashid
this
Latif.
we're not talking about this playing for pride wale
I
match
used to like
ke liye,
Moin
like.
Khan more than Rashid.
Sorry.
Moin
Somebody
Khan.
said Rashid Latif, but
My favorite memory of Moin Khan is Sachin getting him out LBW.
Oh, yeah.
Final delivery of
Between
the
his
day.
legs.
what a ball that
The
was.
final delivery of the day, and me going like yes.
Moin Khan losing his cool in that West Indies match. They needed one wicket. Oh man, they botched it up spectacularly in Antigua.
Okay, Palash Swami has just joined us. He is saying, I don't know whether this topic has already been discussed or not. Why Mayank Agarwal has been dropped from the test squad? Palash,
Go
in
back.
fact, we've continued, we in fact started this video as an analysis to a lot of questions that people have been asking, and this was also one of the questions.
Yes.
So we've done a video right at the start.
This is the same video.
Yeah, this is
Go
that.
back.
Go back.
Rewind the
You
tape.
answered. Yeah, you answered it earlier. Abhimanyu Shekhawat, we answered this question as well. Justification of selection. Just go back at the start. We've been on for more than an hour, I think. So
Yep.
you answered it there.
Acha, iska anonymous ambition is saying one thing is clear after the squad that was announced today. If you want to play for India, focus on your average. It doesn't matter if you play at a strike rate of 150, Sanju Samson and Rahul Tripathi. Even 120 strike rate of Ishan Kishan will get you selection in the team.
Debunking that myth right after
Yeah,
this.
no. Also, yeah, you're reading too much into it.
Anonymous ambition debunking that myth that you
See the video in detail. Go to the start. We've explained, and he's going to do another video on that.
And there just don't. By the way, Rahul Tripathi is still playing. Is at the crease for Hyderabad. This playing for pride wale match mein. 36, 37 he scored.
Yes.
No, that is
Tripathi.
That's Abhishek Sharma.
Abhishek Sharma
Rahul
who's
Tripathi is
18 or 15.
18 or 15.
आज he'll play for himself.
Yes.
Not for the team. He
Well,
should actually.
Actually, Arshdeep struggled slightly. Let's see how he bounces back in the death overs.
Can Sekat Chatterjee is saying can two should pick at the acha. He's saying
Is he asking us to pick two teams for the final?
from I
Yeah,
think
like the remaining
between
four?
GT and RCB. Acha, everybody here amongst us thinks that RCB has an edge now. They are in the playoffs.
Who are they?
They are
playing
facing
now?
Lucknow.
Anybody,
Lucknow.
I'm saying amongst all these
there's
four teams.
No.
Huh?
I don't think so.
Because they have the
I think they'll reach qualifier too.
RCB, you think? Well,
So
Lucknow is a
basically
weak
they'll
team.
beat Lucknow and
Not necessary.
Yeah,
Not necessary.
I think RR are going to the final.
I
Not-
don't
not
like
necessary.
That, even though I don't mind seeing
Australia.
RCB because, well, they've been consistently
Everything you
getting to the
say
playoffs.
is an assumption.
Yeah.
There's no hard fact to back it.
Yep.
You may think of something, I may think of something. We're
Has
all
Tilak
assuming.
Verma been fast tracked? He Hardik Dave is saying, do you think they are rushing Tilak Verma into the setup just after one
No,
good
where
season? Fear he'll become another Venkatesh.
But he's not been fast tracked.
exactly.
Why do you say that?
Exactly.
He's just Mumbai's
Hardik-
leading run getter this season.
Yeah.
अरे where is Shikhar Dhawan in the T20 squad?
No, but how would he make it? Na?
अरे मैं एक हफ्ते से पढ़े जा रहा था that Shikhar Dhawan, Shikhar
Oh,
Dhawan,
Actually,
Shikhar
lot,
Dhawan.
Galat.
lot of
Yeah.
information out.
Tripathi is
floating
gone, by the
around
way.
Was that he could be one of the captains.
But you're reading the wrong information floating around. Na?
Huh?
Follow the right Twitter handles.
No, I don't want them to spoil my source.
AB Sam, we've answered this question actually earlier in the video, but I'll still answer it. Shubman, backup opener or middle order batsman, team management should make a decision and not play with him. That's true, but at the moment, I think in Test cricket, and I'm saying it, having done that interview with him, I got a feeling before the IPL that he is okay, and he's been informed that he will have to bat in the middle order in Test matches. So he knows that. Just because it's not been said openly, you may think that the team management have it confused. It's not, because when I'd asked him that question, he said, no, I'm very happy batting in the middle order in Test matches, which gave an indication that it's not his own.
Backup opener just in case. if
Yeah.
Any one of Rahul
Correct.
or-
So we are assuming that nobody has spoken to him. It's a good case. And I know that Rahul Dravid's pretty good with his communication skills.
Right.
Must have spoken well in advance. He would have like pinpointed.
And against Sri Lanka, Shubman
Correct.
Gill got injured. Otherwise, he would have been your number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm feeling thirsty. Shall we?
Looking at the over rate, he'll have to come back pretty sooner.
Don't forget to subscribe.
I thought he
Don't
was.
forget to subscribe to Sports Today. We've been gone on for very long.
Yeah.
We'll take your leave. Thank you so much for your company. We'll join you in the middle of the innings,
Yeah. And don't forget to
And
download
not
the
talk
Gamezy
about the
app
match.
for
which
one.
we have already said.
That was okay.
You can do it again.
Yeah. You just have the second innings, that's it. For the last time in the league stages.
Yeah.
Does the rules change fantasy points, anything for the knockouts?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
How can they?
So all your questions answered at the start of the video. You could just go back and see it. Thank you very much. See you in the mid innings. Till then,
Playing for
Vanakkam.
You also play for pride.
Vanakkam.